In 2017, I made this short film Vacuum about the widening space being created between reality, truth, power and the passive viewer. I felt then that the world was at a crossroads and a void was forming that would be filled by that which seeks an opportunity. Today that vacuum is filled. We have the nightmarish tentacles of Silicon Valley curling around everything, the individual, society, governance, culture and privacy. The film's style and look was created entirely in an analog way, using a vision mixer instead of digital effects. So the live camera recordings I did off monitors were being played back through the vision mixer, and then I would wiggle some of the signal cables in live recording to produce the strange glitches that run throughout the film. This short film contains many kinds of media, including 8mm, Super 8, Video 8, HD, medium format and 35mm slide. There's a section in it which has a medium format camera negative dissolving in bleach. Look out for that. The final film was incorporated into a gallery installation playing on loop as seen in the photographs. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you very much for watching.
Hello perverts, Razor Ed here. I'm inviting you down to Razor Ed's Audio Smut Shack. We cater for smut lovers everywhere, every type of phonic filth you can imagine. You can find us at 13 Slack Street, D-side, open from midnight to 6 AM. So come and find us. Available cassette titles include
If you've made it this far, well done. You've most likely
received your copy of 66 Actions and are looking forward to giving it a read.
But before you commence your reading of this document, let me first introduce this film. Dead Cinema 66 by Isabella Beretta and Tara Miller. Over 10 years in the making, shot across London, Oxford and Cambridge, Isabella and Tara have created an inspired piece of work.
I hope you enjoy it. Maybe the last film you ever see. And if it does leave you feeling uncomfortable, confused or angry, remember, the future's not bright. So do something about it.
Right shoulder collapses as he is hit. Governor Connolly screams out, "My God, they're going to kill us all." Mrs. Kennedy looks at her husband in stunned disbelief, and her left hand grasps his wrist. The gravely wounded Connolly turns to look directly at the president. The president begins to slump forward and to his left, and his wife bends to look in his face. Her face is close to his, and her arm is across his chest. Her left hand is on his right shoulder when suddenly the president's head explodes.
you something. Something about your future.
It's vital that you listen to what I have to say.
My name is Jack White, and I have researched the JFK assassination since 1963. My special interest is the study of photographs of the assassination. Today, I present my most recent photographic analysis. It proves that the most famous evidence of the assassination, the 8mm movie taken by Abraham Zapruder at noon in Dealey Plaza 35 years ago, has been altered and parts of it fabricated. What has been called the time clock of the assassination now cannot be of any value in that regard. What has been used by government commissions and researchers alike to determine wounds, shots, and actions in the presidential motorcade is totally unreliable as evidence. Millions of dollars are being sought from taxpayers for the so-called camera original, although it can now be proved that it is not the original at all. Yes, the film in the National Archives is not the camera original. It is a fake and a fabrication. It has been called the film of the century. I call it the hoax of the century. Let me explain. But before we start, let's play a short segment of relevant videotape.
Saludamos, pues, en las personas de nuestros presidentes y primeros ministros, a los pueblos de Zambia, Malawi y Malta, y hacemos votos porque estos países se incorporen desde el primer momento al grupo de naciones no alineadas que luchan contra el imperialismo, el colonialismo y el neocolonialismo.
To the future, where people are looking at the world through very different glasses.
H.G. Wells said in his last book, Mind at the End of the Tunnel, that this is the end. He said there will never be another